Hey Jim, have y'all got any cool weather up there yet? It is still brutal here, man. It's cloudy, but I am just dying. Batista, I'm dying for them to for the weather to cool off. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculously humid too. Oh man, it's 93 in my shop right now, and 93 and 63% humidity. It's so sticky. And I got these tiny little shears this lady brought me. They are so tiny. Alright. Well, gotta do what I gotta do. Oh man, that sounds so wonderful. Lucky you. Well, they say there's a front coming here. I'll believe it when I see it. Well, I appreciate everybody popping in and saying hello. We got a few shears to sharpen. That's what I've heard, that the Midwest is going to get slammed. Yeah, we got all that snow last year, so I doubt if we have anything bad this year. I hope it's cold the first weekend of November. That's all I care about. I hate deer hunting when it's hot. see if I can get a little bit better polish on this. She said some of these shears are 40 years old. I believe it. "62 people watching out there. I hope you hit that thumbs up button. It does help our little business down here in Texas grow." It is going good today, except it's just very warm and humid down here. Got a few pairs of shears to get caught up on this afternoon. Is it cooled off in Iowa? Jim says it's cool in Illinois. Yeah, I don't think that front is... Everybody said there's a front heading south, but I don't think it's much of one, if anything. So these are some really tiny salon shears from a lady who's a local stylist, barber. She says she's been cutting hair for over 40 years, and she says some of these shears are over 40 years old. And they've been sharpened to death. But we'll get them to cut good. Maybe we'll get another 40 years out of them. Jason, yes, I sharpen knives too. Check out my YouTube channel. Got tons of videos on knife sharpening. Well, 140 people watching, but only 6 thumbs up. Do me a favor and hit that thumbs up. Let's get the algorithm working good. And if you're so inclined, please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to the 15,000 subscriber level. We're always trying to grow our business and grow our social media presence. All right, looks pretty good. Go to the stones next. These don't have much of a ride line on them. They're old school shears, tiny little shears. So we're just going to do a light work on the stones just to get the burr off. Looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty good. Eagle Scout EDC. Well, thanks for watching. And I see you're in Texas also. So I got to touch up on the wheel a little bit here. Kind of polish the back of it. I'm not going to move the camera. I think we're in pretty good shape here. Just going to put it back together and see how they cut. I'm out of rubbing alcohol other than my spray bottles. I'm going to have to go to the hardware store and get a gallon of alcohol. Eagle Scout, I am in League City, so I'm just south of Houston. Are you in the old Sam Houston Area Council up there? My scouting days at Troop 500 in southeast Houston. I didn't make Eagle, sadly. My son made Eagle here in the Bay Area Council. So I have an Eagle Scout son. And I was a Boy Scout leader for years. Religious emblems coordinator for the Bay Area Council for years. I've gone through Wood Badge. I'm an Eagle. I'm a Wood Badge Eagle. but not an Eagle Scout. All right, it feels pretty good. Let's try some hair. Oh boy, that cuts great. Have you been to the new Camp Strake? I'd like to go see it. I went to Camp Strake for summer camp 1976, 1977, and 1978. 3 summers in a row I went to Strake. I never went to El Rancho Sema. I always wanted to go to Sema. All right, I think we got these cutting really good for the nice lady. Let's lubricate them a little bit, a couple drops of oil. Work them real good. They feel really nice. All right. Of course, I sharpen knives. You can check out my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. I've got lots of knife sharpening videos on my YouTube channel. We sharpen salon, barber, and pet grooming shears, clipper blades, sewing and industrial scissors, and just about any kind of knife. You can find me on Facebook. Well, you're welcome to bring them down to League City. I'll get them taken care of for you. Contact me through my website. There it is right there, sharpenright.com. It's got a message feature on it. These are not cutting too bad. Oh yeah, they are. They're pushing hair. See if y'all can see that right there. So push that hair instead of cutting it. So we got to fix that. These are not particularly high quality shears. Boy, it's got nasty looking ride lines on it. And I can tell this, well, this may be a factory edge on it. I'm not going to work the ride lines to start. I'm going to put a new edge on it and then work the ride lines, because the ride lines are so wide on this already that I just want them smooth. I don't need them wider. I'm trying out some new abrasives, and so far I really like them. 284 people watching out there. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up. And if you're so inclined, please subscribe to the channel. We're Sharpen Right Services. We're located in League City, Texas. League City's halfway between Houston and Galveston on the Texas Gulf Coast. We sharpen salon, barber, and pet grooming shears. We're doing salon shears or barber shears today. We also do clipper blades for dog groomers and barbers. We sharpen scissors, both sewing, industrial, pinking shears, that sort of thing. And we also sharpen just about any kind of knife. Once in a while we'll turn something down. We do mail-in sharpening from all around the United States. We've been getting a little bit of business from our YouTube channel. We're always trying to use our YouTube channel. We get a little income from it. Helps us buy abrasives and things like that. So your support when we have these live streams is greatly appreciated. I think these are going to cut pretty good. I think they'll cut a little bit better than they were. But like I said, they're not high quality shears, so my expectations are low. Alright, I think we got all the burr off of that one. Felt like it anyway. Still got a little piece of burr on there that I keep seeing in the light. I like using this little piece of a leather chamois cloth to get the burr off. It grips it really well and doesn't do damage to the edge. There we go, looks good. Alright, we're going to go to the stones now. Work on the ride lines a little bit. Appreciate everybody watching out there. Yes, that's correct. It's a steel plate, And then the machine's got the magnet on the top of it. That's a polishing pad there. But the discs are hook and loop or Velcro. This machine is a Hirito, or Hirito, either way you can pronounce it, either way, from Wolf Industries, and Wolf is W-O-L-F-F Industries, Spartanburg, South Carolina. They make equipment for sharpening scissors of all different types. And this particular machine is called a flat hone, and it's designed specifically for convex edge barber, salon, and pet grooming shears. Still got a little haze right there towards the tip. I didn't check the set on these. Probably should have, but they were cutting fairly well. They weren't bad. They weren't awful. The set looks good on that blade. The set looks good on both of them, so we're good with that. That's not an issue. It's just, I think it's just the quality of these shears. I think that's as best I'm going to get that ride line. I think that looks pretty good. I haven't found a steel knife that I couldn't sharpen. Just depends on the knife shape, whether I'll do it or not. If it's something out of my skill level, I'll send you to somebody else. I have never been to Spartanburg, but I hear it's a pretty town. I hear that's a pretty area of South Carolina. That looks good. I usually freehand the Tonto blades on my flat hone. I've got a couple of, on my sharpening machine. I've got several videos out there of sharpening those on my YouTube channel. It just takes a little extra work and patience. This is Salon Shears right here, Josh. That's what we're doing today. Let's see how they cut. They were pushing the hair. Now they're cutting clean. Make sure they cut at the tip, and they are. There we go. So there's another pair done. That goes up there. Let's make sure they're good and clean. There's no click plate on this. These are budget shears. I sharpened 5 pairs for her yesterday, and then when she came last night to pick them up, she gave me 7 more pairs to sharpen. Plus, she bought 2 pairs of Salon shears from me. There we go. There's another pair. Josh, I'll turn them around within 24 hours of receipt. Man, those aren't cutting too bad at all. Well, they are pushing at the tip a little bit, but cutting real well back there. It needs a new bumper. The bumper's gone on it. These are old crickets. Yeah, Josh, go to my website, message me through there, and I'll give you details and a price and everything. And I'll turn them around within 24 hours of receipt. Man. Yes, of course. Do Samvilas all the time. These look like they're bent. They are. Look at that. These have been dropped. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but the tip is bent. What the heck am I going to do with that? Huh. I think I'm going to have to do a little work on them before I sharpen them. See if I can touch up the tips a little bit before we do anything else. These have been dropped, and the tips are bent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them back together, keep those blades in place. And I'm going to repair the tip before I go any further. There's the washers. I don't need the washers right now, but I'll need to put them back in there, that's for sure. So we got We got a bad spot right there on the tip, so we got to fix that. When somebody sends them to me, I charge $20 per pair. To go to a salon, I charge $35 a pair. I think the other part's going to be fixed when I actually sharpen it. I think the tips are okay. I got the damage off of it anyway. If I had a time machine, I wouldn't be worried about that. Well, I appreciate everybody hitting 297 people watching. I hope you hit that thumbs up button, and I hope you subscribe to the channel. It does help our little business down here in Texas grow. I went to a trainer that teaches this in Jupiter, Florida. All right, we're going to work a little ride line. I don't think we need a whole lot on it. A little bit at the tip. No, I do have a truck, and when I sharpen, I go into the salons, and then I have the shop here at the house that people bring me. I'm at the shop right now, and I have people bring stuff here. Like the girl was off this weekend, and so she brought her shears to be sharpened. I think that looks good. That tip is still jacked up. I think we're going to get it. I think it's going to be all right. Curtis, you'd be surprised at how many people are out there doing this. I've got at least 2 guys in my initial area. Well, that's why we're doing the scratch test right now to see what the angle is. It's about 55 degrees. little bit more, I think. That looks good. And what's funny is most of the sharpeners are around 70. I'm 60, and I'm probably one of the younger ones. There's a few young guys. It's not a bad job for it's not a bad side job. I started out 5 years ago, or 10 years ago, and I did it part-time for 5 years until I quit my full-time job. So it got really busy, and you know, it's how hard you want to work. You got to hustle to find others. It's like any other business. If you're going to run a business for yourself, it's not 9 to 5. It's not a 5-day-a-week job. It's a 7-day-a-week job. I follow a couple of guys on Facebook that are in the UK. Or maybe it's TikTok that I follow them. There's a lot of sharpeners on social media. Looks good. You know, I don't know what it would cost. Did you say you're in the UK? Are you the one that said you were in the UK? I don't know. I don't know what the cost is in the UK. The minimum equipment and training and everything is probably going to cost you somewhere between $7,500 and $10,000 US. Training's about $1,000 a day, and you need 3 days of training. With the equipment, it's probably everything you need is probably around $5,000 US. You know, and if you got to travel somewhere, you got travel and hotel and things like that. My initial investment was probably around 10,000 US dollars, but I bought the best equipment I could find. I got the best trainer that I thought I had, you know. I mean, he's a good trainer. Look at that, it looks nice. Al, you can, if you want more information, you can contact me, email me, go to my website. I've got some how to start your own business stuff that I can send you, and I can give you a couple contacts in Europe. There's one guy in particular that's in France that if you're going to learn how to sharpen and you're in Europe, this is the guy you want. He comes to America to train once in a while. But he's the man in Europe. Jean-Paul. He's in France. But shoot me an email and I'll send you some information. All right, I think we're gonna have to put a bumper on this, a new bumper, and it is very worn. There you go. Crap. All right, they're cutting good, but I need to put a bumper on them. Well, I wouldn't say I'm doing surgery here. Yeah, I just don't think we're going to get a bumper on there. We're going to try. See if we find if it's a little tiny bumper that's going to fit in there. That's the one that's going to work. And I'm going to have to hone it down a little bit. Yeah, I'll cut some hair with it here in a few minutes. We've got to super glue the bumper into it and then adjust the bumper. All right, we'll give that a minute. See, it's got to bump together, but now I got to adjust it because these are really old Cricut shears. The bumper was missing. And so it's going to take a little extra effort. We've got some other ones to do. Who knows how old those are? I don't know what brand that is. And these are pitiful. But we got more to do. But this has been an hour-long event here, so we'll finish this shear, then I'm going to take a break. Can't find my knife. Don't know where that's at. Scissors are for cutting material. Shears are for cutting hair or fur. It's not sheep scissors, it's sheep shears. It's not hair scissors, it's hair shears. I didn't tell you anything that Google wouldn't have told you. So anyway, I've got to file this down a little bit. So I'm not going to move the camera, but I'm just using the flat hone to take some material off. I want to make sure the tips close, and we're a long ways away from it. These are really old shears. Well, we're almost there. Not quite. All right, they feel pretty good. They look like they're closing. And you want to know how they cut. Well, here we go. I like to test them in 4 spots towards the back. Cuts great. Middle, cuts great. Make sure it cuts at the tip. Not at all. You did not insult me and you did not waste my time. I appreciate the question there. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. So those are cutting really good compared to the way they were. They were not horrible. You see, they're cutting crisp at the tip, and that's what she wants. All right, so there's another pair done. All right, guys, I'm going to shut this down. I got 3 more pair to do, but I need to go take a break. It's been 55 minutes. I need something to drink. We're in Texas, and it's very hot today. It's 93 degrees in my shop, and you guys can hear those fans in the background. And it's very, very warm. She'll be happy. She'll be happy with her shears. Anyway, hey, thanks for watching. I hope you subscribe to the channel. And hope you find me on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. Follow our social media pages. Love to hear from people all over the country and all over the world. I hope you have a great day.